So, being a former competitive runner and a coach for the last 2 decades, there are a lot of the things that I've learned over the course of that time. And one of the things that I learned a long time ago is that, when you do, let's just say workouts, you don't always feel good from beginning to end. And sometimes it takes a while for you to find the paces if you get a prescribed pace and so on. So, what can you do to help you transition from warm ups to the workout to the cool down to help you maximize whatever you're doing that day? There are things that I've learned. I mean, I've had the fortunate um, blessing to learn from a lot of coaches and even my own trial and error. Working on some things, and this is some of the stuff I really want to share with you because this one here I think is a hidden weapon in some to help folks maximize some workouts. And if you're not using this, I highly encourage you to consider it. Okay, to really help maximize the benefit of workouts. Okay. And by the way, if you're a coach or an athlete, and you're not subscribed to this channel, please do so. If you enjoy the content, please hit the thumbs up as well. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. I always answer them. So, and if you need direct access to me, Black Belt Running Coach is my Black Belt Running Coach at gmail.com is my email. So, and I got 400 plus videos on this channel for free for you. Everything you can probably think of is on here. So, and it's more coming. So, but I'm gonna give you a couple of examples. Okay, let's just say early in the season. Let's just say you're training for like the beginning of cross country in the fall, or beginning of outdoor season where you want to get ready to run a 10K or whatever, an 8K, yeah, 10K race, and so spring season. But it's particularly in cross country too. I'll use this as an example here because coming off of a summer of training, hopefully, and you might not be at the point where you're ready to handle 8K or 10K worth of volume at race pace. So, and not a lot of people do. And also, the last thing you want to do is be doing too much over the summer and then be too sharp in the fall, and then run your best races 4 to 6 weeks too early, and then be kind of tired and pooped when the key races come. So, how do you structure training? Is the question, right? What do you need to do? But in this particular instance, let's just say the workout itself is 6 times a mile with a 2 minute recovery, a 3 minute recovery at goal 10K pace, right? And I'm going to give you different distances and different examples too. But, and that's not an easy workout to do in early in the season. That's a more of a workout that you might want to be nailing mid to late season, right? When you can handle the entire duration of volume for the workout itself and the race at goal race pace. So, how do I do it? Well, there's a couple different things you could do, and I will prescribe like a 1.5 or 2 mile effort as part of the workout itself. I'll keep the volume the same, but I'm going to transition to 1.5 to 2 miles at tempo pace, and again, the appropriate tempo pace based on your current fitness. And I've got videos on this channel too about how to set up the appropriate training paces for whatever fitness level you're at. I got it from 8 minutes all the way down to 4 minutes for the mile, every 20 seconds for everything, training, workouts, equivalent races, and everything. So, so let's just say you break it up into 2 pieces, 3 pieces. Okay, let's just say 2 miles at tempo. Okay, and then you transition to 2 miles at goal race pace. Okay, if you can't do 2 consecutive miles, you do 2 times a mile with a short recovery, right? And then you transition for the last 2 miles at 4x800 or 8x400. Let's just say a 5K pace. Now, what does that do? Well, the tempo part helps you elevate the heart rate. Okay, after the workout, after you've done workout drills and strides and everything else, helps you elevate the heart rate to help transition into the more intense part of the workout. Because at this point, again, you might not be able to do the full distance at goal race pace. So you transition piece, then you do the at race pace, and then you can even finish at shorter reps at slightly faster pace. That allows you to maximize more of the workout than you would normally maximize. Okay, which is a key piece. But I started this because I wanted to give an example of a longer race to be training for. Okay, so again, and sometimes depending on who it is, I'll increase it at some point to, let's just say 3-mile tempo, or I'll keep it at 2 mile tempo and do a 3 times a mile in the middle, right? And then transition outward to 4x400 or whatever it might be. Or you can do a 3 mile tempo and a 2 mile consecutive rep at 10K pace, and then 4x400 or whatever, 6x400 at goal race pace. And you're still getting up to your 10K worth of volume just in different pieces. So that's the first part. Okay, the first part of the workout at tempo pace transitioning into race pace, transitioning into slightly faster than race pace. Again, that allows you to maximize more of the workout by elevating the heart rate and transitioning a little bit smoother into the workout itself. Okay. Now, let's just say now the next race, you're training for 5K, and the workout is 6 times 1,000 at 5K pace set, 2 minute recovery. And let's just say for this example, it's either 1845, which is 1840, which is 6 minutes per mile, or 15 minutes flat, which is 448 per mile. The reason why I use those examples because 6 minutes, that's 345 per K. Okay. Let's just say 345. And then the 15-minute flat one is 3 minutes per K. Okay. Now let's start the 6 minute one. That's 44 to 45 seconds per 200, 90 seconds per 400, right? Well, one of the things I like to do with my athletes is do 2 to 3 times a 200 with a 200-meter jog at your goal 5K pace, which in this case is 1845 or 6 minutes per mile. Okay, or 345 per K, which again takes you 44 to 45 seconds per 200. You take a 200-meter jog, and then you go right into the workout. Now for the 15 minutes flat, which is 36 seconds per 200, 72 seconds per 400, right? Or 448 per mile. Same thing, 2 to 3 times 200 at 35 to 36 now, which is the goal pace for that workout. 200-meter jog, then you transition into the workout. What that does, again, and this is after a warm-up, okay, and drills and strides, whatever you normally do, whatever your normal warm-up routine is, what that does is it allows you to lock into this pace and take the full volume of the workout, which in this case is 6 times 1,000, rather than needing a couple of reps to find your groove, to find your pace, to find your rhythm, and then transition outward. This helps you benefit, maximize 100% of the workout or upwards of 100% of the workout. Okay. And then you transition into the workout itself, and then you either do a couple 200s at the end or right into your cool down. But the goal is here to transition you in the beginning so you can maximize the workout itself. So that's example number 2. And example number 3, let's just say you're doing 8 times a 400 or 6 times a 400 at mile pace or faster. Okay. Now with the shorter reps, so you see the shorter 200-meter reps transitioning into the workout itself. Now we're going to go the opposite direction. We're going to go longer rep of a threshold or a tempo. Again, find your appropriate training pace. And let's just say, again, it's 6 to 8 times 400 with a 2-minute recovery, 90-second recovery, whatever the workout is. But now we do either a tempo or threshold, 800 or 1,000 or even mile rep to help elevate the heart rate again and transition you into a much more intense short rep, fast rep workout. Okay, and again, it serves the same benefit. That threshold or tempo rep helps elevate the heart rate, helps transition you from an easier warm-up into a little bit more of an intense piece, into the most intense piece of the workout. It also helps minimize the risk of injury here, as do these other components too, as well. So again, threshold 800 or 1,000 or 1,200 or a mile, whatever you feel is most appropriate. You can even go longer if you'd like. You take a 3-minute recovery, and then you do the faster pace workout. So let's just say threshold is like a tempo 515 to 520 pace. So the 800 will be 237 to 240. Again, not hard, right? Let's just say the 1,000 would be 318 to 320. The 1,200 would be 356 to 4 minutes, and the mile will be 515 to 520. Okay, whatever you feel is appropriate, but those are the same paces for each one. Then you take a 3-minute recovery, and then you do the workout itself, which really, really is much faster. Let's just say 65 seconds per 400 or whatever it might be, and with the appropriate recovery. And then on the back end, you can either transition outward with another threshold rep or into the cool down itself. But and it's not, just by no means is it required or suggested to do both sides. I mean, I have people do it on both sides if they want to get a little bit more volume as part of a workout that's not really significant in volume. But I think the most effective part here is to be put in between the warm up itself and the workout itself. That you sandwich it in between there. Okay. And this can really, really help you transition from a warm up to the workout. Okay. And again, the goal is to maximize the workout itself rather than using a chunk of it to find your paces, to find your rhythm. Okay. And so, again, hope you found this helpful. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. Please share with other runners and coaches that you might think they would enjoy it and benefit from it. And again, I'm going to be putting out more things like this as well. I'm going to go live this coming weekend, and we can even talk about things like this and how to maximize workouts on either end. So I think it would be a good live stream. So if anybody's available, it'll probably be Sunday morning, okay, Eastern time. And I think it'll be good. If you're around, bring your feedback, bring your questions, right? You want to talk about certain things, bring them up. I'm here. I'm available to answer questions and help out. So that's the goal here. The goal is to get you as much information as you could possibly take in to help you form better decisions and really give you as many weapons in your tool shed as possible as a coach or an athlete to perform your best or help your athletes perform their best when it counts the most, especially. So again, those are the three things. Yeah, three little hidden pieces that could be secret weapons in workouts. I hope you find them helpful. Hope you utilize them. If you do, let me know how it works in the comments. Have a great day, everybody. Train hard, train smart, and I'll talk to you next time.